responding to a YouTube comment here. That was a deep comment. I'm going to paraphrase it. I'm not going to read it exactly, but it's about self-development and dating. And what this guy said is, he said when he was young, he used to care about what people thought about him, so he engaged in his self-development journey, and now he's in his 30s, and he's basically become one of the top guys in that he has good looks, status, he's healthy, he has money, all his finances are in order. And it gives him options with women, but he finds that it feels like everybody's undateable, which causes him to feel isolated. At the same time, he looks at his friends who are not as developed in their self-development and are in relationships, and they all have terrible problems, and he can't do that, and he finds the idea of being in a relationship is very unappealing. And it's not that women are disloyal to him. He doesn't feel he's ever had a problem with infidelity. But when they have like credit card debt or student loans or an eating disorder, these things are forms of abandonment that distract from the relationship. So cough drops. I know you guys are saying cough drops. I'll maybe try the cough drops. So welcome in, fam. Trap here. Let's meditate on that. And I can relate to that too. I can relate to that too. So I'm seeing more of a trend of this. So the whole MGTOW thing that's been around, men going their own way. I know there's a lot of incels out there, involuntarily celibate guys who are just like, fuck women, I give up on this. But I'm seeing a more of a trend of top guys actually either wanting nothing to do with women or only for short term. And I mean, I can tell you as well, in my 30s now, where I have higher status, in theory I have more optionality. So you get more optionality, and you do get access to higher quality women. But a lot of the optionality you gain is for women you wouldn't even want to date, who are suffering from all the same problems all the guys are suffering from, where so many women are undateable. Why? Well, 2/3 of them are overweight or obese, so you can just eliminate 2/3 of them right now. If you're one of the top guys and you're selecting for someone, if you're healthy, I'm healthy, I demand health from whoever I'm going to be close to. So you can immediately remove 2/3 of them. Now, if you're really on your path, you don't want someone who drinks, you don't want someone who smokes, you want someone who eats healthy, and you want someone who, honestly, if you just control for those things, you're already at a sliver of the population. And you could say, well, it's a form of male delusion because you have the female delusion calculator, where women want a man who makes 200 grand and is 6 foot tall and is fit. But I mean, if you're those things as a man, if you're healthy, you're psychologically healthy, and you're physically healthy, and you have resources, the least you can ask from a partner is to be physically and psychologically healthy. I said the word partner. I hate partner. From a girlfriend. I hate the concept of partnership. Well, I wouldn't say hate. I just think it's, as a man, you want a helpmate, or you want a someone, a girlfriend, and the commenter, he said, what did he say? He's just has a hard time finding, he wants something that feels closer to being an equal. I will say though, this is part of how it is, right? Hypergamy is a thing. Women always want better than them. So women want a man has higher status, is just a little bit of a higher echelon. So that's why it is, when you raise yourself, you get all these options, but it's all these options of women who are a little bit beneath you, right? Not worse in the eyes of God, but their habits aren't as good, they're not as evolved in their path. But the women like you because you're ahead of them, right? And I mean, the way it is, for relationships to work, usually you want a scenario where the woman likes the man more, right? Because if the man likes the woman more, she's just going to leave for the guy she likes, because women are the selectors. So it's not very romantic, but you do find as you move up the ranks of men, you become less excited about women. A lot of the time you can get more women, but you're not as excited about it. And I mean, it leads to them liking you more because you're not trying to commit to them off the jump. You're not trying to butter them up, tell them how beautiful they are. You're the chase, and in a lot of ways it works better when the woman is chasing the man. But I mean, that's part of what to expect, is the whole Hollywood ideal of love that lasts forever and how relationships work is just totally fucking bogus. And I mean, it's debunked as men come out into the real world. So what I will say is, it's worth going on your self-development mission for God and for you and for your body. If you think it's going to be great because it's going to help you get the love of your life, not always the case. I mean, it tends to help with women. It gives you more optionality, right? But you're going to find a lot of the time you don't the options are good but not great. And I mean, especially in today, I think it was probably better 50 years ago when the food system wasn't so fucked and there wasn't so much pollution and the soil hadn't been depleted and all this, when everybody was kind of fit. The average beauty and health was higher. But now it's rough, man. It's hard to find. You know, I was just thinking about a couple ideas here. I was just thinking about this as well. I was meditating on this too. I'm like, I have a lot of female options, I feel like. I do, but a lot of them, they're just not exciting. And it's even women that other men would be excited about, but it's, you know, it's like, okay, I'm at an event and these girls are kind of cute, but they're fucking clutching onto their vapes, and I just have to have a rule about no vaping. I cannot be hanging around a girl vaping all the time. It's a no, right? So they're all eliminated, and you know, it's funny, at the same time I was talking to my buddy about this, like, I need to meet more women, and I shouldn't be complaining. Like, there's some pretty high quality women coming down the pipeline with things that we're going to do together, but yeah, and it's, you know, it's funny, I'm saying like, oh yeah, I want to make some moves to meet more women, and then I'm totally forgetting that like that same day a girl hits me up and is asking if she can come out to Hawaii to stay with me, but she's just not fit, so I kind of like ignored it and then didn't think about it. And this other girl went on my Instagram and she liked 7 pictures, but I've seen her Instagram, she's psycho, and I'm not interested. So I'm like, I have these options or illusion of options, but they're not all that interesting. And that's also how it is to be an attractive woman, where you're like, oh, these girls are, or if you're an attractive woman, you're like, oh, where are all the good guys at? Like, where are the guys? And then all the guys are invisible to you, right? So I realize I'm coming into that point where I'm like, man, where are the women? And it's like, well, they're chasing you, actually, and you're just ignoring them because they're not what you're looking for at this stage. So that's kind of interesting too, where your options increase, but you also, in theory, you don't like them and you don't even notice them, right? I mean, yeah, that's the invisible. You have invisible women in your life. It's like the Homath thing. He has this story which is funny, where he's like, to a top woman, average guys aren't even people; they're invisible. And he's with an attractive woman, and he's asking her to rate, like, yo, rate that guy over there. And she's like, what guy? It's like, the guy over there, rate him. And she's like, where is he, behind the postman? And Homath is like, no, the postman. The postman is a person. He's a guy. Rate him, right? She didn't even trigger in her brain, right? That's a person. So that'll happen to you as well as you level up, where you're like, man, like, oh, I'm not meeting enough women, but it's like you are, and they're giving you attention, but they're not people to you, or like you're not just filing them because it's not what you want, right? Because yeah. So I mean, what's the answer? The answer is to. It's kind of depressing a little bit. It's cynical, but I mean, it's to get a dog for your love companionship, and then date casually, and then, I mean, if you get lucky, if there's someone you're really excited about, the problem is it's less likely to last, because if you're really excited about it, she's not going to want you or to stay with you a lot of the time. And some of you guys who made it this far and are watching are probably like, Trav, you're so cynical, and you probably never had a girlfriend. Or, I mean, I've had plenty of girlfriends. Just look at the statistics, look at the divorce rate, look at the obesity rate, there's so many negative things. People are super unhealthy, and they're not happy in relationships, and they're not having kids. So what do? Just try to be happy or be healthy. Make yourself, I think that's the answer, is just focus on your own health, right? And then if you can find a woman who is helpful in your health journey, to me, I guess that's what kind of what I'm looking for. Not as a long-term relationship, but those are the type of women that I'm interested in, where it's like, yo, she can look good, but if she vapes, it's like, oh, no. If she's got a junk diet, maybe we can be friends, but I'm not even trying to hook up. For me, this is kind of extreme. I don't like to have sex with a woman unless I would have kids with her. So I don't have sex with a lot of women, because a lot of women I would not want to have kids with, but we could be friends. So yeah, I mean, I think this problem maybe persists as you go higher, right? You just isolate yourself more and more. Maybe it depends where you go. But I mean, for me, I'm in Hawaii. I'm in the healthiest state. It's an island that's full of beautiful women, but I've seen a lot of these women, and people in general. It's easy to be beautiful when you're young, but yeah, bad habits over a long time period equals it's not good. So Anyways, appreciate y'all. Much love, and look forward to hearing what you have to say. And thanks for all the comments. I've been getting so many comments recently. It's awesome, and I like responding to the comments and also making videos about them, because some of them are deep, and yeah. So appreciate y'all. Much love, and talk to you soon. Peace. Oh, and yeah, go down below, click some links. I can help you. You can hire me for several services. So go check it out. Got free shit for you to help you out too. Peace.